A lot of people ask me how I'm gonna handle giving up the baby, and I just say, look, I've raised 4 kids, I have 2 of my own, and the fact that I can give somebody else a baby, that's a pretty special thing. You have parents that either they harvested their own eggs because the woman couldn't carry, or they're same-sex and don't have eggs. So a lot of misconception, I think, is that people think the baby is actually your egg, your baby, and it's not. I'm just the host to grow it. Usually I say the incubator, but I don't know which is politically correct.
There is a very big misconception when you explain surrogacy to people where they think it's part of you to start, so like it's your egg. So then you explain the difference between traditional surrogacy and gestational surrogacy, and a lot of people feel that they aren't able to do the process because they would get too attached, but you start the whole journey getting to know the family, getting to know their reasons for seeking help, and you become more connected to the desire of helping them than you do for your own personal thing. Like, you don't get excited for the baby at the end because it's yours. You get excited for the baby at the end because the family that had been waiting for years upon end, who knows how long their story is, finally gets to have the baby that they dreamed of. So you kind of removed the whole process of the anticipation of a child, but the anticipation of the exciting journey that the kid's gonna have with their family in the future.
Some of the misconceptions you come across is people feel like you're giving away something of yours. So I was very good to just be like, I'm just the bakery. None of this belongs to me. She won't look like me. She won't look like my children or my husband.
A lot of people feel like it's going to be really hard after the birth to give up the baby, which feels funny to say because it's not my baby. For me, I'll be honest, it felt so great to see that family have this baby that they've been wanting for so long. Didn't feel that kind of pain or loss because it felt so good to see them gain a family.
As a surrogate, people have a lot of different misconceptions. They think that you're gonna just miss these babies like your own. And that's one thing I love to clear up with people. Like, from the beginning, it's not your baby. You're not planning a name and a nursery and all this. We call it extreme babysitting, and we look at it from that end. And it really helps people understand like a little bit more. It's not your baby, and you're going through this with another couple. And so I think that's probably the biggest misconception, that you're just attached to this baby in a way that you are to your own biological children. And that's so different. And also just like intended parents, I hear a lot that they're like, oh, what if the surrogate's gonna wanna keep the baby on both sides? And really, the most magical moment in this is handing their babies back over to them in the end. That's the complete opposite of what some people may think. There's just something in our hearts as we go through this that we know we're not giving up a baby, we're giving the baby back. It was never ours to begin with. We provide this safe, growing space that babies can be in those 9 months, and then we give them back to their families. So we're never giving up anything. And in fact, I feel like our family has grown with these families because we still get to see these babies. And if we didn't, that would be up to the families. But it's amazing watching them grow, and I've never felt like I've given anything up. I've just gained so much from the surrogacies that I've done.